Hi, can you hear me? Am I coming in loud and clear? Uh, can you hear me clearly? Should be. I'm looking at all the. Yeah. I do exist. I'm alive! Okay. No, he's alive. Jesus is alive. How you guys doing? Good? All good? Okay, good. Cool. Yeah, the link that I was hooking up with my Streamlab didn't work, so I was trying to like go live here, then I don't see any response on the other side, so I thought, I think it's better that I get a new link going so that you can hear me. From Wyoming, Michigan. You got a weird name, Ataraxia. What's that? It's Greek? Hi, David. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Milo. Hi, Jim. Hi, Calibar. Calibar? You were a little... your name interesting. Very interesting name. Calibar. Is it starting to get cold over there, David? Danon. That's an interesting name again. Danon. Callie from Sweden. Hey. That's one of the places that I want to go. Oh, really, Dennis? Yeah, Calibar is a Swedish name. Hey. 28 degrees today? Oh, okay, that's pretty nice. 23 degrees. Oh, we are so having a what you call a heat wave over here. So I think the average today is about 33. Hot. Yes, that's Celsius. I know. We run on the same system, David. Former colony and all. We shan't go there today. Anyway, today I have something interesting, but it's nothing to do with guitars. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Chinese rice dumpling. So it's very interesting. You see this. This is wrapped in a pandan leaf, kind of oily looking, which it is. Held together by a string, right? A very rough string. So they usually make this like in bunches, like like fruits growing on somewhere. They'll hang it after they have steamed it, cooked it. Basically, you have rice inside these wrappings of this, like a double wrapping of pandan leaves. Do a wiki search, Pandan, right? So this is the rice dumpling, and apparently this is only available during seasonal festivities, like we have certain Chinese festivities in Singapore. But there is a history that goes with this, and it's kind of morbid, but it's an interesting history. So many years ago, there was a minister I believe in the Chu dynasty in China, a good minister who advised the king of certain things which was quite important to the state. Apparently the king or the emperor refused to listen to him, so he took it into heart, totally disappointed, totally devastated. He actually committed suicide by jumping into the lake, a big lake. And the people that knew him, including the citizens, in Chinese we call them 老百姓, the citizens, they really admire him and respected him, and they dread of the thought that the fishes would devour his body. So they started throwing rice dumplings like this into the lake, so as to distract the fishes from devouring their beloved minister's body. Yeah, so it's kind of weird but beautiful at the same time. So this is where the history comes in. This is a hybrid version of the original rice dumpling. The original rice dumpling will have chestnut as well as pork, really nice pork and mushrooms with soya, kind of soya based rice, glutinous rice. So it's all, yeah, it's just glutinous rice basically. This is the Nonya versions, meaning this is like the straight Chinese, the straight, the American straight Chinese version. So it has pork too, but done in a very different way. So it's very fragrant. I can smell it here. The pandan itself, the pandan leaves has a fragrance, certain fragrance. And the taxi drivers, okay, the cab drivers in Singapore would love to have these pandan leaves. So sometimes they'll buy like bushes of pandan leaves and they'll just leave it in the car, which is okay because there is a kind of a nice aroma to it. But the thing is that these pandan leaves actually repels cockroaches. Interesting, right? So anyway, so this is the Nonya version, which consists of pork, I think some other things, but basically they are sweet. Sometimes a little bit, sweet, salty kind of taste, which is really nice. These are my favorite. So this is from Kim Chu. This is no, they're not sponsoring this video, right? So this is from Kim Chu, which was one of the traditional batang or rice dumpling makers in Singapore. So this is not cheap. This is like what, three something or $4, I forgot. Maybe about $4, $4+, right? $4 Singapore, right? So there's about what, $250 US, $280 US. And I absolutely love this because as a snack, it's so filling. All you need to do is to steam this. We have a steamer in the house, so put it there, steam it for 15 minutes, and you're good to go. As it is right now, this guy hasn't been in the fridge yet, so it's actually ready to eat. And depending on the live stream tonight, I might just eat this up during the course of the live stream, and you can kind of, hopefully I'm that hungry because I'm really full. I had a really good dinner. So if I'm famished, then I'll probably break this open and you guys can actually see what this is all about. Interesting, eh? Sticky rice. That's right. Hi, Judy. How are you? Yeah, you finally see you. So guys, this is Judy. Judy Worth. Heat wave. You like to try that, David? That says if I jump in the water, you have to worry about being eaten by alligators. So it's kind of stupid, like in a way, this, as I say, it's morbid and lovely at the same time. That tail, bodies decompose in the water in the deep, even though it's not been devastated by fishes and whatnot. They just naturally decompose. But that was how the ancient Chinese history is centered around, like integrity, honor, and so forth. There's another famous story about this well-known general. This was told to me by my dad, who was so into Chinese history. Talking about this famous warrior we're talking about filial piety and how he loves his mother so much. And one day they were at the house or a certain place, and there's like a horde of mosquitoes surrounding the place, and they were all getting stung. And in order for him to protect his mother, he actually wrapped his mother up in the blanket and stuff like that, and he actually stripped himself naked so that the mosquitoes could feed on him instead of his mother. Yeah, tales like that, So taken to the extreme, sometimes you would not know whether these are like real stories or just an over exaggeration of filial piety. But Chinese history, beautiful, So if you are interested in all this, grab a book in a library about Chinese myth or Chinese legends. And dude, it won't even know whether it is a myth. It could be true, but, for everything that it's considered during that time, because in that time people live in a different code. Anyway, I had a great sort of clinic yesterday at City Music, and it's really nice. Bent Tom, congratulations on your 116th So I'm wondering you have Filipino. No, I am not Pinoy at all. I'm 100% Chinese. My grandparents hail from Fujian, which is in China. So they actually came over from there. Both my grandparents, like my mother's side and my dad. I don't think my mother's side, my grandpa and grandma from my mother's side comes from the same state as my dad's mom and dad, but they're from the same county or the same, what you call it, same state, not necessarily the same village or the same town, right? The same province, state. Yeah, yeah. You have Fujian, you have Guangzhou, you have all these places, Chengdu, but their area is really big, so they might be in different towns, right? I'm Chinese, 100%. Let me get a name again. So you're Danon. Yes, Danon. Danon. I watch Chinese. Okay, so he's awesome. I totally recommend to watch his channel. Cool. I've seen his program before. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah. So yeah, basically the rice dumpling. Couple of things to show you guys today. While my pedal board is back, it did a great job yesterday at the clinic that I had in City Music. I ran this through the Vox AC30, and it was monstrous. It sounded so good. I was like, whoa! I think I just created a mother of a pedal board right here, because it sounded so good, and I was like, okay. As it is right now, it sounded really good in this deluxe Tone Master, by itself. But with the Vox AC30 and cranked up really high, yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and it's kind of like kind of a surprise for me to find that kind of sound coming from a combo. Like the AC30 that I played through was a combo. It sounded way bigger than that, and nice. Anyway, okay. So what? Let me just. Judy, John me to ask, are any of your family musically inclined? Funny you should ask that. Actually, I've heard from my mom and dad, my own mom and dad, that my granddad actually, when he came over. Well, that was the story that my granddad told my dad. Like, he was playing the erhu, the Chinese kind of erhu instrument, while he was on the boat on the way to the ship that is taking him to Singapore. So that was so nice, so beautiful picture that my granddad actually plays a string instrument. I heard from my dad that sometimes he and my mom would get together on a piano and play nice duets together. Like, my dad would be playing the chords and the bass line, and my mom would be doing the melody lines and all that. So that was really intriguing for me when I was young, and I always wonder where my musical roots come from, because my sister, I have only one sister. That's all I have, just two of us, and my sister is just plain tone deaf. Couldn't whistle a single tune to save her life. I've heard it whistle before. I go like, oh, that was bad. And I begin to wonder, is she adopted or? Yeah, I was bad, but she was even worse. She used to bully me when I was young, constantly. And yeah, that's my mom and dad. So yeah, erhu, yeah, interesting, right? What? Okay. I don't think many Westerners realize how geographically large and how beautiful China is. So beautiful. I've been there, so I've seen it, and I'm in love with China. Like, there's so many things there that will just whoa. And we in Singapore, right? So I'm Singaporean, and we used to have this misconception of mainland Chinese. just like what the Hong Kong people did back in the 80s or 70s. And we used to look down upon the mainland Chinese, like, they are like, villagers, just off the boat. They don't know stuff. But I mean, after I've gotten like in close contact with them in the early 2000s, when I went up to the churches over there, when we started teaching them, and when I have firsthand relationship with, like, relations, like with these people, this wonderful Chinese young people, I found out that they are as swarm as you can ever imagine. Even the older ones, the elder ones, I'm just like taken aback every time I go up there, and I'm just stunned by the hospitality and the love that they show to us. And they are so forgiving, even though they know that sometimes we here in Singapore or anywhere else, even in Asia, that we tend to look down upon them. But they were just so gracious, and I'm like sometimes ashamed to see my fellow Singaporeans, like, talking shit, pardon my French, about these people back then, because I knew them not to be so. Obviously, in every people group, there are always like idiots and assholes and and whatever. But on the whole, the Chinese people are warm, they're friendly, they're hospitable, they're loving, and yeah. So that's about it, about the Chinese people. I think I've spoken about this before. Anyways, I shouldn't repeat myself. Anyway, Judy, speaking of amps, have you tried the bot? No, not yet. Soon, I hope. Oh, you work with autistic people. Oh, great. Yeah. So yeah, go. Yeah, you'll open up your eyes. Dennis, Judah, I got the okay. See, Dennis has it. My colleague roommate was Saudi and played the old. Okay. Comedy and music, that's great. Very cool. Your parents and grandparents. Thank you, Judy. In comedy, the 100 is the one to get more features than the 50. Okay, good vibes. Hello from Italy. Good vibes in Italy. This is ciao. Is it what? Buongiorno. Buonanotte. Buonasera. Where are you from? Italy. Which part? Fratello, where are you from? I had a partner who was Singaporean. She taught me about the beauty of mainland China. I'm glad. I only been to Hong Kong, says Judy, and Kowloon. Nice. Yes, always wanted to visit Shanghai. You should, Oh, cool, Bent. I never met more gentle people, also very emotionally open to meeting new people. One of the smartest men I met was a Chinese fisherman. They could somehow call the fish to his nets. Nets, you mean? Okay, so it's like the fish jump onto his net. Cool. Wow. That's a superpower. Okay, so oh my good lord, this room is so hot. Why is it so hot? Okay, I'm gonna bring out my fan, so pardon the whirling. Yes, Dennis. John, I may have too many amps, but could use a few more always. Oh yeah, I mean, if you have the space, because I don't have the space. If I have the space, I will probably get a few more amps if I can. Well, basically amp heads and a good cap, I don't have the space here, so it's mostly amp heads. Well, except for this combo. That's the most I can afford in this place. Yeah. Surf by from Boston. Hi. You're Irish, eh? Okay, so we're gonna find out how this guitar sounds like. So what I have here is a Fender Player Plus or Player Series Stratocaster. Did I review? Did I have a? Did I? Maybe I did. I don't know. Did I? I'm not sure. Maybe I did a preview on last week live stream, but I don't think so. I think I did the other one, the tally. So this is the Strat. Let me tune first. Action is too low, so it's buzzing all over the place. What the effects are turned on? Only the Kali 76 stack. The originating effects are Kali 76 stack. Still low. Give me a second, Dylan. Yeah, so I have the Origin Catalyze 26 stack on. The NUX delay, time core, and reverb core. That's it. Second position. Zero nines, man. That's the problem with 09s. First demo, first position. So this is a humbucker. Is this a humbucker? Yeah, it's a humbucker. I hate it when guitar goes out of tune. Yeah. So basically, the strings are not like, you know, hear that? Yeah, it's not like, you know, seasoned yet, you know. Oh crap! See, this is what happens. So I break the first string, which happens all the time with 09. That's the reason why I don't like 09s. So don't matter. I have spare strings, but as far as demonstrating this guitar goes, that's it. Then Yeah, I will have to change strings, and I don't want to waste time changing strings during my live stream. Too bad. I was going to show you how it sounds like with the what you call it, with the booster and everything on. Yeah, rest in peace. There you go. Should I change? Okay, let's do it, man. Sure. No. Oh, it's all my strings. Okay, here you go. So let me just see where my 09s are at. 13s. Where's my 09s? No. What's this? Yeah, I got a couple left. This is from the courtesy of the lovely Miss Janet, way back. She passed me a whole lot of loose strings, so that, you know, in case I do guitar demos, I end up in a situation like this. Where's my knife? Okay, bear with me, guys. What? 010s and everything. Yeah. Hi, Klaus. How are you? What? 8s? I used to start. I used to use 8s when I started playing in the clubs many years ago, and I was breaking strings like to the left and to the right till I couldn't take it no more. So kind of like swap it to 09s after a while, and subsequently, when I was doing a lot of studio work, I decided to swap it to 010s, and never looked back since. Give me a couple of seconds, guys. It's gonna be fast. Okay, where's my dependable? Okay. Yep. So when it comes to 09s, when you're pulling your strings to kind of like, you know, accustom the string to the guitar environment, you know, to the room and all that, you gotta be really careful, because I'm so used to the 010, so, you know, when I'm pulling and pushing, sometimes I do not know my strength, and I tend to break 09s like this easily while doing all the stretching. This is not the first time it happened. Okay, should be okay. Now, where's my pick? Okay, at least I'm still here. Hey, where are you guys at? So let's hear it with the booster. Hi, Jack. Good to see you, Jack. But Dennis, my wife used to get out a pick when I play late at night. Good grief, Dennis, you'll be the death of me one day. Ozan, come here, vous. Thank you, Bent. Was that translation? Hello, brother. I come to say hello when I saw the live broadcast. Who's that, Milo? Zhang. Who, Zhang? Caliber, have you tried the Hit Rush floor modeler? If so, what do you think it compares to, for example, the Kemper and the Line 6 Helix? I've seen it. Wayne has one. Yeah, and another friend of mine has one. But I haven't actually tried it out myself, so I can't really tell you. But it looks nice. Apparently it does a whole lot of stuff. But I'm sticking to my Helix because I still love it. The way I can, maneuver myself around it. So it's pretty cool. Zhang Yi. I don't know him, but it's okay, let him in. Milo, let him in. He'll probably type like Chinese if he doesn't know how to do it in English, but don't matter. Okay, so this is the origin. What is this? Where are you? Halcyon to go overdrive. It's loud, too loud. Okay. Why is it so sticky? I know why. 09s, yeah. So 09s react very differently to 010s because of the bounce back. You're so bad, Darren. This is not a fake deluxe. Okay? This is not a fake deluxe. This is a real Fender amp, but it's a Tone Master, so it's not a fake deluxe. Nobody in his right mind like me would buy a tube Fender Deluxe unless I well, actually I would. Yeah, but I would buy it, but the reason why I bought this, as I explained countless of times, and since you're new to this channel, I think, Darren, is that because you have a lineup from here with the IR, so I can actually record this without miking up. Anyway, I shan't explain anymore. Go and watch my video of this, and you'll find out. And it's not a fake Fender Deluxe, please. Okay. With the booster? Too loud. This is like going to be 1 a.m. right now, so this is too loud. But yeah, great guitar. So just want to let you guys hear how good a guitar this is. I'm gonna play it again on the 5th position. You want to hear what a clean overdrive is? That's why I love my Cal I-76 stack. I can get sounds like this. It's crazy. Clean overdrive, you know. So you gotta know how to set this correctly. So now I'm back to like an always on compressor. Alright. Where are we? David, maple neck or sticky or not? Not really. Satin finish. Hold on, guys. Let me call up the specs for this. Okay, so I have no information whatsoever right now. So just let me call it out for you so you guys know what we're talking about here. But before that, what are you guys talking about? Javier bien merci. Merci beaucoup. Was that you need 2 or 3 variations of stress? What you talking about? Okay. You got a Jackson in your lap today. Okay. How are you doing, Robert? You doing good? Surf by, thank you. Claus K sound like a Fender. Looks like a Fender. It is a Fender. Have you played a Fender Supersonic 22? Not yet. A musician should never tax his brain too much because you don't have much to spare to start with. Adam Thompson, hello, how are you? Cool Strat? Yes, indeed it is. Milo, I wanted to use my Ibanez TS Mini plug. It's nice. Then it's used to teach them so you can use it as an excuse for bad preferences. Edward Gordon sounded great. Or just blame it on the drummer, which I usually do. In any case, give me a second. So this is the Fender Player Plus. I believe this is made in Mexico. Yep. Check this out. I got this one from City Music, from Music Nomad. So this is like a hardcore cutter. So I can use this when I infiltrate the enemy lines and cut my way through the barbed wires, right? Or kill my my intended target and sneak back to the friendly lines again. Right. So this is for strings. I like this because, you know, sometimes when you get like normal cutters, and then it's okay, you can just cut all the heavy strings, like the 6th, the 5th, and whatever, the 48s, you know. But once it comes to like 9s or 10s, and then you kind of like miss the mark, and it's so frustrating because you just can't cut it, you just kind of bend it. Yeah, so this is a great cutter. In any case, what's this? This is Fender Player Plus. I don't see it here. Wait, let me see. Fender Player Plus. This is the Sunburst, which is, this is not. This has a very nice. God. So many guitars. Give me a second, guys. Almost there. Oh, I see the color there. So this, see it. Okay. So this is a oh wow, it's Fender limited edition. I think I did this last week. Anyway, again, Fender limited edition Player Plus, Stratocaster HSS. All right. Yep. It's pretty cheap. This is like $1,299 Singapore. So it's like, hey Siri, how much is 1,300 Singapore dollars in US dollars?
$1,300 is $960 and 19 cents.
So 960 US for this. So I don't know, the price might differ where you are or where you're from, like in Canada, or you know, I don't know how much it costs in Sweetwater. Anyway, okay, just give you the specs. So you got a flame maple top with alder body. You have a maple neck, satin finish, modern C shape. Okay, 9.5 fret radius. So it's, yeah, it's nice. It's nice. Okay, I played a lot of 9.5s on the G&Ls. My Blues Boys, I believe, is a 9.5 too, so it's really comfortable. Medium jumbo frets, and then you have Alnica 2. Wow! So this is an Alnica 2 humbucker, right? The rest is a Alnica 5 Strat, single coil for the neck and in the middle. Right, 2-point synchronized tremolo, which is okay, nice. Basically, that's about it. And it's actually factory struck with 09, so yeah. I don't know why, but so this is the Fender limited edition Player Plus. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Edward. David, do you prefer a maple or rosewood fretboard? Somebody asked me yesterday in the clinic. Same question. I think myself, it depends. You know, sometimes I just like the look. I can get look of a maple fretboard, and sometimes I just like a certain look for a different guitar. I prefer a rosewood. I have lots of maple fretboard guitars, but I also have lots of rosewood fretboard guitars. In terms of tone, very subtle, very subtle. Maybe with the maple fretboard you have a little bit more spank. Yeah, but with the rosewood it kind of absorbs a little bit, so it's a little bit warmer. That's what I think, you know. But then again, it shouldn't make a difference because you're in contact with the frets, not the fretboard. You think about it, right? So the strings are in contact with the frets. Now the frets do have a an effect on tone, because whether you're stainless steel or nickel, there is a difference. So, but fretboard, not so much of a difference. It just the way it feels on your fingers. So it's totally dependent on your preference, basically. Yeah, rosary is always good. In answering your question, Darren, this amplifier is wonderful for pedals. Yeah. All right. There you go, Klaus. Nine Lives, bare knuckle, polymath guitars, humbucker trilogy. What you talking about? And the Vega Train Strat makes it a beast. I'm sure. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, bare knuckle and polymath. Wow, interesting. Judy, seems like the Player series has synthetic nuts, which seem crazy to me when folks like Sire for $200 less gives you bone and lock-in tuners. I know. This is like, yeah, it looks like a synthetic nut, synthetic bone nut to me. No lock-in tuners here. I don't know. Maybe it's the finish, because nice finish. Plays well. 9.5. The Sires have a little bit more modern appointments. If I'm not mistaken, I think the Sire has a 10 or 11 or 12 fret radius. So it's a bit more flatter. And Sire is made in Mexico. Sire is made in Indonesia, so they can kind of cut down the costs pretty much and provide you with lock-in tuners as well as a bone nut. This is made in Mexico, so in Mexico maybe the cost of production has gone up through the years. I don't know. And after all, this is still a Fender, so there's this namesake of the company to consider. Yep. And yes, long live the string tree. I hate the string tree. I don't know why they still have string tree on this. And this, this is like, dude, I don't know. But surprisingly, they actually kept quite in tune. After I did all the tremolo stuff, it still stayed in tune relatively well, all things considered. But I don't know. Hi, Orion, how are you? Okay. There's another guitar, but I don't think I would do it now because it's almost similar to this, but it's a Michael Kelly. And yeah, I'll wait for the review to start showcasing this guitar. Hey, Bent, sorry, you were talking about prosthetic fingers. Right, you say the problem is I only have half of the index finger, the other half was amputated. Ooh, due to septitis. Affects me the same on 7.5 and 9.5. Okay. What? You play a Les Paul less often? Find that if I break them, it's usually immediately, and there seems to be a manufacturing defect. Aha. Yeah, sometimes the saddle, where the strings are what you call it, are resting on. Sometimes, yeah, if it's not done properly, it will just kind of break the strings. I've seen a lot of that happen. So you're looking into a prosthetic finger that can give me back the ability, but whoa, it's expensive. Dennis West, my assistant to change strings. She's sleeping right now. I hate to wake her up. Okay, seems weird, but it's very weird after 33 years of playing guitar to have relearned the guitar. Yeah, I know, it's a bummer. I'm sorry to hear that, Ben. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. But just go on doing what you love to do. Don't let it get you down. I'm sure, like this guy Tommy Imoe from Black Sabbath. He has part of his fingers gone, like due to an accident in the factory where he used to work, and he still continues to play guitar. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hi, John Oakley. John Oakley, I got a Player Series SSS in Candy Apple Red. Put Texas Special. Oh, nice. Cool. Sounds better than your Ultra. Hitting the right note, right place on the neck makes a difference in tune or out of tune. A fret off can sound bad. You're right. Oh, thank you, John. I'm not a legend. I'm not even a good guitar player. Just to say anything. I just try to play guitar as much as I can. Claws maybe, but not too much. As John said, you touch a string touches the frets. John Oakley. Okay. Put this back. Am I still playing any guitars? Yes, I am, I think. I will play. I miss my Paoletti. I haven't been playing this Dear Girl for a long time. So good to touch 010s again. So nice. Let me just tighten this a little bit. I love the P90s on this because it's so. Hi, Marcus. Or Marcus? Marcus, yeah? Hey John, have a great evening, and to have an even greater evening. It's morning now. Contact Devicer for royalties, because 3 months ago I didn't know what Momose was, and since that, really, congratulations! That's a great guitar. Which one do you get? Which one do you get? It's really nice. Okay, Judy, feast your eyes on this. This is the back. All right, and as I highlighted in the video for this, I like this part. Where is it? Yeah, here. Can you see that? These are really nice. This is like, I explain it like, like wings, like, textures, textures of a wing. Really nice. So basically, this is a reclaimed chestnut wood from the chestnut wood barrels that used to store wine in the Paoletti winery back in the days, hundreds of years ago. And then they kind of recycle this, and voila, you have the Paoletti guitars. So this is my signature model, and I've just seen the other versions of this because someone in the States bought one exactly like this, which is the black version, which is really nice too. Yeah, so I'm so happy and blessed to have this. Yeah, and I missed it. I missed playing on it. It just feels so good. Hi, Ian. How you doing, buddy? Are you still on tour, or I mean, are you still like working on that tour of yours? Because I follow your Instagram actually, hoping to catch a glimpse of your dad, but no such luck. Oh, she's pretty, all right. Yeah, barrel. Don't you know that, Oren? I thought you knew that. Yeah, wine barrel. So they, these wine barrels are like pre-burnt. So they kind of retain that smoky kind of flavor that you will probably get. I don't know much about wine. I don't drink much. Thank you, Judy. Timothy, hi. My phone just charged itself. Okay, you and Dennis, yeah, you can have a go at it, being the funniest guy in this channel. Finished the last show for Kane Brown. Yeah, nice. I saw a good crowd. Yeah. Was it outdoors, Ian? Was it outdoors? David K, I deserve the guitar too. Yes, you do. You do deserve it. He doesn't. What time I say hi? Yeah, I missed him. Yeah, even though we had just a short interaction, he comes across as a really nice guy to me. Should I do this? Should I have a go at this right now? No, I'm not hungry. So in case you guys missed the earlier part, this is a rice dumpling, a Chinese rice dumpling. The legend goes that there, no, go rewatch the live stream again, where I explained the history of the rice dumpling. Place in the pack. Yeah, hopefully this year I might get down to where you guys are, and hope to see you and your dad again. Ma Zhang. It's called Ba Zhang. B-A. Thank you, Dinan. What's this? Most tuning problems are the way the strings. Okay, so I got this something from City Music, which they passed to me, which I think is so cool. Again, this is from Music Nomad. You can see it comes with this beautiful gold case. So what you have is a bunch of nut fowler. So these are like diamond coated nut fowlers, and it's available in like certain gauges. So this is like in the tens, so it goes from tens to what, 50 something, 58, if I'm not mistaken. 10 to 58. Let me see. 46. Why is it 46? Why do I have this 5? 10, 13, 17, 28, 46. Yeah? What is so weird? Wait. Something's not right here. 36? Why do I have 36? 17. 20, oh, okay, so it's 10 to 46. Which is weird because my gauge is not 10 to 46, am I? Is my gauge 10 to 46? Let me just check. Quick one. What's my gauge like? Okay, that's right. That's right. So it's 10 to 46. So this gauge is directly up my alley because this is what I use for my SIT strings. So what it does is that you have this diamond coated file where you just run across your nut. But if you're okay with your action and everything, don't go down on it. Yeah, don't go down on it. Go to the side. If your nut slot is catching up on the strings and that's causing the tuning instability, then you kind of use the side for here. There's a, you can see the sides are actually diamond coated too, and just kind of file along the side just to widen the gap a little bit. Again, that's just for strats, right? For guitars that the strings run perpendicularly down, not for Les Paul guitars where you can't have an angle for your G and your D strings. So in which case you can kind of like file if it's like really out of tune. That's what happened to my Les Paul. It was so out of tune that when I brought it to this place to have it fixed, he kind of filed it to the angle where the strings are coming down. So you file the nut this way, not down because the action was fine, just the direction of the flow of the string so that it doesn't get caught up too much. And that's basically this is what this whole contraption is all about. Yes, we will meet again, Ian. I'm sure of that. Hi Vox, how are you? Wow, it rained on. Oh man. I had like weird tours when we were playing in the open air stadium, and it would rain, and it would be like really heavy. The whole stage would be wet, and I'm going like, am I going to be electrocuted tonight? Well, most of the time we were running wireless, so the chances of us getting electrocuted is mainly none, but yeah, then again, like if you go out and do your solo, and if you just happen to step on a live wire or something like that, you'll probably get fried. But that probably wouldn't happen. But but it's challenging to play in the rain because talking about heavy torrential rain, where it just comes down and your guitar is all wet. And dude, your effects and everything is wet. Everything is wet. Your charts, if you have them on paper, gone. They're gone. They're washed away. The ink has just disappeared. If you're still using the old school chart, I was using an iPad, so my worry was my iPad will get shorted out. So we had transparent plastic over the iPad, so it's kind of protected in many ways. And there's a transparent plastic covering over my not my Helix. I was using the X3, the Line 6 X3, and it was on top of it, so I can still access whatever foot switches I have and still see a little bit. So okay, so my iPad was protected, my multi effects was protected. I wasn't using amps, so I'm cool. The only thing that was not protected is me. Hi Mike, how are you? Oh man, so sorry here, but hey, dude, you're here, so it's cool, and the fact that you're here is already great, Mike. And yeah, so the only thing that's really wet, taking the brunt of it, is me and my guitar. So after shows like this, we will go back to the room. I would take the guitar up to my room, my poor drenched guitar, and blow dry every part of it, every part. Like I would take out the strings. I would make sure that my hairdryer blows the inside of the cavity and everything, so that no moisture is there. And I would spend like hours, like 2 hours, blowing dry my guitar. Yeah, and yeah, that's challenging always. But I think the most challenging part was when I played through a Typhoon. I played through a No9 Typhoon in Guangzhou. That was a concert that I did back in 99, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, back in 99 or year 2000, around all that. And when we hit the stadium in the afternoon for sound check, we kind of knew the weather was going funky because there was like a forecast of typhoon coming in, but we didn't know how heavy was that. It was, So when we hit the stadium, the clouds are all gloomy, overcast. There was a strong kind of breeze, not wind, breeze blowing. So we were like, oh, is it gonna rain? What is it gonna be like? And well, apparently the promoters and the producers have decided to let the show go on. So the show is on, and this was back in '99. When workman safety and everything was not there. This is China, Guangzhou, back in 1999, not like now. And the hanging of the park cans, the lights, the speaker system, all that is like, we are just like living on a prayer, like, praying that God, that you will protect us so that now this park can will just drop on our heads. So when we started the show at 7:30, around 8, it was already getting worse. Rain was down, but the crowd was still there. They were all crowded. The whole stadium was packed. They were all jam-packed into the field that's facing the stage, and all the grandstand was all packed. They were all in raincoats. We were out there. We were covered, all right. We were covered by a sort of a canvas rig, and we were starting the show. Everything was fine until the wind started blowing. Man, if you haven't been to a No9 Typhoon, you don't want to be there. So the rain, instead of coming down, it was going this way. And it hurt because when the rain hit your face, it was really painful. But we just hung on. We weren't blown off the stage. You know what blew off the stage? The speakers. There's big ass speakers on the side, right? So they have a couple of these, and they just kind of whoop, whoop, just gone, and part of the stage start flying off. The left side, same thing, the speakers were flying off. And then we were like thrown off stage, like, back, so I was like, dude, this is not happening. This is like really unsafe. So I kept far away from the park can, because I was looking at the park cans, and I noticed a lot of them did not have any safety pin on it. So, you have installation of park cans, the lights. Most of the time you have like safety pins that is hooked onto the scaffolding, so that if, just in case the park cans comes loose, it has that, that chain to hang on to it. I was staying far away from it, and we still had Samo, and then the canvas roof gave way. It just cracked open because it couldn't handle the amount of water coming in. So the water started pouring down on us. It was fine because it was dangerous. The water just came down like a waterfall right on top of my drummer Jimmy. So he had his lights on and everything. So the water came down. He was playing, boom, pop, and then the water would just come on the snare. The water would just hit back, boom, pash, boom, pash. My amp was gone. It was all drenched. I was using a JC, a Roland Jazz Chorus, right? So my amp was gone. It was fried because the water just came down to the speaker and everything. It was, that's it. I'm out of business. So I kept my guitar, and just wait. I'm just waiting for something to happen because I'm waiting for them to call off the show, which they never did. God, you never believe these people, right? So the rain was starting, and then the sound got cut off. Every instrument was dead. The guitar was dead. The bass was dead. Everything was dead except Jimmy and the singer. So Jimmy was still playing the drums, and the singer was still singing. So we all came out and danced in the No9 Typhoon. And then finally everything just went kaput. Bop. That's it. Show over. So that was fun. Poor Jimmy, he kept on playing to the end. And after the show he says, hey, you know what? I deserve a raise because I was the last one standing, the last one playing. Yeah. And we found out later on when we went back the next morning that there were a couple of fatalities actually, because there were landslides and everything. So people died actually in some of the hilly areas. But meanwhile, back in the stadium, Show business, man. I mean, nowadays you probably would not do this because I would probably not play. We didn't have a union back then. There was no union in China for musicians. You know, I didn't know what the record producers were thinking. I didn't know what the record company was thinking. For me, the promoters, they just don't want to cancel a show because there's money involved. I understand that, but at the risk of our safety, so that's bad. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Again, this is like really intense. It's a good experience though. And this time around, I had a guy who was sadly he has passed on. He's a great songwriter, a great lyricist, but on that tour he worked as my roadie. So he took my guitar back to the room and kind of blow dry it for hours actually. You know, so yeah. His name is Aguai, you know. May he rest in peace. Great guy, you know, great funny guy. Yeah, safety line. That's right. Rock and bottles from the crowd were the biggest threat. People can be so if you're not playing up to your own standard. Yeah, tell her that. And you can ask Jimmy again when if your dad do see him again. Yeah, he'll tell you. Hey, hi Andy. Thank you, thank you. Ah, my pleasure. Rocks, right, dude. Bottles. I used to play in a Chinese club, right? So we'd be doing songs again and again, like this particular song. Every night we'd be doing the song at least four or five times. Same song request. In a Chinese club in Singapore back then, in the late 80s, you have all these unsavory characters, you know, guys from the underworld. Yes, we used to have them. And they will gather in bunches and they will get rowdy after a couple of drinks and then they insist on, you know, on that song to be sung. And sometimes my singer just got too sick, you know, just so sick of singing that song again that sometimes she would skip the request and they get all worked up, you know, and I'll be playing my guitar and I would feel something whiz by my head. And it's either a bottle or a glass of beer or a jug. And I'll go like, oh man, and then I have to like go off stage and just kind of like get ready for anything to happen. But being a Chinese club in Singapore those days, you had bouncers, and the bouncers were so fast, you know, boom, out of nowhere you see like 7 or 8 of them, and then they'll just gather around the crowd, pull them out of the club, and that's it, finish, you know. But you don't see it coming because, you know, I'll be like looking at chicks, looking at something else, you know. And then there was another time, this is in a bigger club with more bouncers this time, and there was this group that sat right in front of the stage and they ordered a whole lot of drinks with bottles of whiskey and Hennessy, brandy and beers and whatever. There were like 6 of them, and they were all drunk and they were talking all sort of crap to my singer, which happened to be a female, and somehow they didn't like the song that was, you know, that we were playing, and or somehow they felt that we didn't answer their request. You know what they did? They took the whole table that consists of the jugs of beer and bottles of wine and liquor, and just 2 of them just lift up the table and threw it on stage. My singer ran out of the way, and this whole thing came crashing down on the stage. All the liquor on the stage itself, you know, and I just jumped back because I knew what was going to happen. And again, straight enough, there were like 9 bouncers this time, and they all came down. whole lot of punching going on, and out they go, you know, into outside the club, and I don't know what they do there. So this is the life that I led back in the 80s, back in the late 80s. And I've seen all sorts of shit. I'm sorry, pardon my French. I've seen all sorts of stuff, like these guys who think they are, you know, big timers. They, you know, just because they belong to a crowd of people, you know, they take courage from that. I've seen like inspectors, like we call them, police detectives, undercover, or either that or they are, you know, questionable police officers, and they come into, you know, and it's like part of the Hong Kong movies that you see back then. It's almost the same, you know. And there were occasions where these guys would fire off their revolver, you know, in the middle of a show, like in the middle of a set. just because he got into an argument with another person or someone, and he would just pull out his revolver and just fire off a shot. And we go like, what the heck, you know? And then he would just calmly put his revolver back, and he got away with it clean. No repercussions, nothing. Nobody said nothing. So those were the days. Those were the good old days. Sorry, Timothy, you were saying. Struggle with intonation issues playing outdoor events due to the temperature, and oh yeah, all the time. You know, I guess especially when you're playing on a sunny day. Yeah, I played a couple of gigs that way. You know, bright sunny day, and whoa, it's bad. You know, and I don't like playing on the daytime gigs. I prefer the night ones. I played in all sorts of weather. I played in a place called what's that place called? I forgot the name. Anyway, it's super cold, really cold. It's like minus 28 centigrade. I don't know. Hey Siri, how much is minus 28 centigrade in Fahrenheit?
Minus 28 degrees Celsius is minus 18.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Minus 18 degree Fahrenheit. Okay, so we were playing the weather like that, and it was indoor, but it wasn't heated, and that freaked me out because I thought all indoor stadiums and venues have central heating. They didn't have central heating, and I was playing in it. I was playing with the whole band, and during sound check, I kind of knew something was not right, because sometimes they'll cut off the air conditioning during sound check because they want to save a couple of cents, a couple of dollars, and sometimes maybe they'll cut off the central heating to save a couple of dollars. So during sound check, we knew that it's going to get freezing cold, just no central heating. But the promoters keep on assuring us, oh, there's central heating and all that crap. There wasn't no central heating at all. So even when the crowd started coming in, that place that we play can handle like 50,000 people. Well, 45,000 people, you know, and it was packed. It was packed to the brim, you know. So with the lights and everything, I thought it'll be all fine. But no, it got cold. Minus 28 degrees centigrade is like crazy, you know. And we will be playing, and it starts, you know, it starts to get to me, like, you know, I'm really cold, and I have to start moving, you know, dancing a little bit, you know, jiggling a little bit, jiggling my ass, until one of the road crew came up with a bottle of white rice wine. The Chinese white rice wine is crazy. That is like a Molotov cocktail. That's like the vodka on steroid. You know? So he brought out a bottle and kind of poured us little packs during our break when the artist started talking, and handed out to us. So I just kind of drank it neat, and that did me a whole lot of good because it just kept my body warm for a couple of minutes, for maybe 15 minutes, you know. And after that, I started getting, like, you know, and then another one. But I didn't get drunk, surprisingly. You know, I got like 5 shots of this throughout the show. But after the show, I was still standing. I was still, you know, I'm still aware of what I'm doing. So it's pretty cool. So I guess the shivering and the cold kind of like dissipated all the alcohol content. I don't know. Yeah. You played a show in Nashville once and someone fired. Oh my good lord. Oh, that's weird. Some places your biggest threat was stepping on a rattlesnake. Yeah, true. I was in Arizona. I was in Tucson, Arizona, and one of my closest friend got bitten by a rattlesnake while heading to her door. Yeah, so she was bitten by a rattlesnake. I had to go to the hospital and everything for the antidote. And the next day she came, and then I saw her. I said, "What happened? Why are you limping?" I said, "I was bitten by a rattlesnake." I said, "Wow, Arizona. What can you do? One finger will freeze." Yeah, I kind of froze in 2 fingers by that time. I couldn't shred anymore, so it was like, you know. But that white wine did me a whole lot of good. David K, thinking of getting a pink Strat, like a bright pink Strat. I want something for pop punk, and everyone should have a pink guitar in the collection, shouldn't they? I don't know. Should we have a pink guitar? I'm gonna review a pink guitar soon, but should we have a pink guitar? But go for it, David. pink with black polka dots. No, pink with white polka dots. Yeah, that would be so Barbie. You know, I've done the whisker warmer at mountain shows. Oh, those are nice. Rice wine. Yeah. Try it. You know. So you actually have a wine drunk guitar. Well, not the guitar. It was the guitar player. You should try it. Yeah, I think vodka would probably work just the same. I prefer bourbon though, but you know, I don't think bourbon will keep me that warm. I don't think bourbon would just warm me up like what the rice wine did. Yeah. There you go, Dennis. Open back speakers were for tarp, for a top in, or for plastic for rain. That's so nice. Yeah. Hi, Lorenzo. I meant whiskey. Oh, whiskey warmer. Okay. Yes, the show must go on all the time. Bullet bourbon? Wow, nice. I think I have one bottle somewhere in my house. Yeah, a bullet bourbon. You're playing in the No9 Typhoon tops, what I heard so far, bro. Well, it's the truth. Yeah, Jimmy would testify to that. You know, I was there with Jimmy and a couple of guys. We didn't even we came back to Singapore and we still couldn't believe what we went through. And it's on the news that, you know, it was a number 9 typhoon and whoa, the airport was closed. So we had to take a bus all the way from Guangzhou to Hong Kong to take a flight home, you know. So that's crazy. Oh no. We didn't. We had we didn't. We flew from Guangzhou. We had a delayed flight because the typhoon was still going on. And then we kind of took a bus from a hotel in the late evening. You know, we're supposed to leave like in the afternoon, you know, according to schedule, but we couldn't because the flight all was canceled and delayed. So we had to fly off like about 8 p.m. or 9 p.m. Yeah, that was intense, you know. But the fact that we weren't hit by a power can, that was a miracle. You want to know why? Because I was nearly killed by a power can. I was doing a show with my brother Eric in Hong Ham, which is the Coliseum in Hong Kong, right? And I was walking around with the stage producer, like, you know, okay, so where are we supposed to go and where Eric's supposed to go? Because I was a music director. And I was walking around with him, and we stopped for a while. We look at the stage from afar, and then right in front of us, this park can just came crashing down. BAM! This whole park can, you know how park cans are, like, you know, the edge are really sharp, and it just went onto the stage. The stage is of course made of wood. It just lodges itself in the stage, and boom, just that, you know. And me and my producer just look at the park can, and we look up, and there it is, no safety pin. So the park can just dropped like 2 feet from me. It's like really near. And both of us let off a expletive in Cantonese. And he went ballistic, you know. He went looking for the person in charge and insisted that they have safety pins on all this, and we had to wait and be delayed for another hour or so for them to climb up again. The monkeys, they have to climb up there and put on the safety pins. It's ridiculous. You know, recently you probably seen the TikTok videos or YouTube videos where this whole LED screen just came crashing down on one of the dancers. The dancer was paralyzed, you know. Totally gone, you know. He's a young man, totally gone. There's no safety regulations, there's no safety requirements, there's nothing. That's in Hong Kong, you know. So doing a show in China is like, dude, you know, we work hard for the money, you know. It's like it's touch and go, you know. I was doing a show in one state, and then we heard that on the same night there was another show in another state, and band members were injured because the stage gave way. The whole stage gave way, and everybody just came crashing down. and it was like, whoa, you know, and we knew those guys because we know guys are around the same circuit, and wow, and yeah, so it's horrible back then, you know, as far back as recent as 2017, you know, things were still happening in China, but now I think they kind of clamped down on it a lot, so you know, you never know. Lorenzo, a curiosity, but then in the end, that Harley Benton Golden Stratocaster style you kept? No, I did not. I saw it. I kept the Les Paul, the SC 25th anniversary. I actually kept that. I haven't played often yet because I was thinking of doing it, like, you know, for some of the songs that I do. I'm still thinking about it. Safety pins are mandatory. Yeah, they are. When I started working backstage at 18, they had park lights. We can get suspended or arrested someone just to secure a line. Yeah, it's true. It's crazy, you know. Yep. He's probably thinking that I'm like, you know, making up a story or something like that, you know. Because this, when I tell people, people won't believe it, you know. I have pictures of it, but I didn't have pictures of the storm. Yeah, I have pictures of the venue that we were in, but for the storm, there's no picture. And I even have a picture of us in the bus going to the airport after the rain and everything, going to the airport at about 5 p.m. You know, it's crazy. Anywho, this thing is like calling me because it smells so good. You guys want to see this? You want to see this? Just let me know you want to see this. I'll break this open and I'll probably eat it in the end, but not in front of you. You want to see how it looks like? Let me know. No way! Really? Because of the storm. What is bad? I can't imagine Las Vegas being flooded. Yeah. David, let's see it. You sure about this? You've been waiting on stream. Right, so this is made of pandan leaves, you know, so they are really fragrant naturally. I just stated the fact that taxi drivers or cab drivers would like this on their cars because this kind of like keep away cockroaches, you know. So it's great. It's a nice fragrant smell to it. So this is a rice dumpling. The legend is that there was a minister in China back in the days in the Chu dynasty or something like that, who actually advised the emperor of certain state of affair, but his advice was really critical because it was a critical time of, yeah, it was a critical time in the dynasty, and the emperor didn't heed him, so he was so disappointed, he was so depressed that he actually committed suicide by jumping into the lake, a famous lake. And but then he was so beloved by his followers and by his people, the people who knew that he was an upstanding minister, that when the news came out that he just committed suicide in that lake, they kind of threw dumplings like this, rice dumplings, into the river so that the fishes and whatever you have in the lake would not devour the body of this poor minister. So that's the legend. All right, so this is legend. So this is how rice dumpling came about, and this rice dumpling only happened at certain times of the year as a festival delicacy, basically, right? So this rice dumpling consists of glutinous rice with pork with a concoction of pork. So this, like I stated before, this is not your traditional Chinese rice dumpling. This is a straight, S-T-R-A-I-T Chinese version. So the straight Chinese are the Chinese that came in from China who stays around in the Malayan Peninsular area where they get infused with the culture of the Malay people. So they have a certain culture to it, like the Nonyas and all that. So this is called a Nonya rice dumpling, right? So it's got a different taste to it, very different flavor. So you guys want to see this, right? So I'm gonna break it open. I'm gonna cut the strings. Okay. Okay, we got the strings out. Right? What's my fork? I need my fork. Wait, let me take my fork. I cannot eat it with my hands. No way. 1 second. Okay, I got my fork. Sometimes this gets a little bit messy because it's a long piece, a long leaf, and it's oily, right? So you're gonna see this. Can you see this? Okay. Can you see this? Okay, so here you go. It's wrapped in a way that, you know, and it's really sticky, you know, this glutinous rice. Alright, so I'm gonna find a way to dispose this. Anyway, so this is how the leaves look like. This is the pandan leaves. So in its true form, it looks like this. This is its natural form. Right? So this is a leaf. So it's wrapped up in this. Right? And the dumpling looks like this. You can see that? Okay. So I'm gonna like split this open so you can see what's inside. Right, so you have fillings. You can see all these fillings. These are pork with other ingredients. I don't know what is inside, but it's so tasty and so nice. So it's a little bit sweet, a little bit salty, but not too much. More sweet than salty. Gosh, smells so good. So this is how it look like close up. You see that? All right. No, don't eat with the leaf. So good. So good. And this is not steam yet because this is at room temperature. Back in the days, my mom would do a whole lot of this. And once it's done, she would hang it like in a bunch. Like, you know, the strings and everything would be in a bunch. You know, hanging out in the kitchen. And you just leave it there for a couple of days. And you don't even have to put it in the fridge or anything like that. It would just keep. And anytime you feel like eating one, you just cut off and then just eat, you know. Nowadays, I don't know why, but I keep them in the fridge. So I bought 6 of this yesterday night. Yeah. So I put them in the fridge. So every time, if I need, in every occasion where I need to have a bite of this, I would steam it. So probably steam it for 20 minutes or half an hour if you're in the deep freeze. Or probably half an hour to be safe. And then good and nice and hot. No. So good. I think it's got pork, chestnut, and spices, and a whole lot of other stuff. It's so good. Come on over. What's that? Do what? What did Dennis say? I came from the days of cord wound wiring, 2-wire system, no ground. Oh my, you were the ground sometimes. Nice. Seek and destroy. Now you're hungry. No, you don't put ketchup on it. Don't put anything on it. So good, just as it is. Melon mooncake. Don't like those. I don't like mooncakes. Yeah, I find too filling. Yeah, you can never tell when the drummer is dead. So dark. John needs melon mooncake for dessert. No, I don't. I just had really nice dessert. I have a really nice tiramisu. Yeah, it's beautiful. You know, it's got everything in it. It's got ice cream in it. It's got rum, a whole lot of rum in it, and yeah, it just tastes nice. Bye, Ian. You take care. God bless. So good. Imagine me doing a live stream when you guys see me eat. You know, just eat. That'd be so cool, right? Ian is a real cool guy. He's pretty young. I think in his 20s, I guess. Big strapping fella. Looks like a rock star the first time I met him. His dad was helping out in this hard rock cafe. You know, the sound and stage. So he was there helping his dad, and that's how I got to know him. His dad is lovely. And Ian used to be, well, he used to be on the wild side of life, you know. But he found Jesus and his life took a turn. And now he's like doing all sorts of stuff, you know, good stuff to reach out to people who has been through the dark and trying to get into the light. So great guy, and he writes and he plays. So sometimes I watch his Instagram, you know, stuff that he does, you know. Yeah, I ate a whole lot of stuff in these live streams, don't I? Yeah, candies, curry puffs, noodles. Oh, awesome! This is such a good meal. You know, if you're really hungry, just one of this is enough. Sometimes I take two when I'm in a glutton mood, right? But one is more than enough, you know, and it just fills up. It's comfort food, you know. It's comfort food. You just feel comfortable after eating this, and you probably have food coma, which is not good. You know, it's great. Three is a bit too much. Oh. I heard the name Roger Hawkins before. He plays the bass, right? And I heard him. I heard his name because I saw his name on a Firefall album. Is that the same Roger Hawkins we're talking about? Yes, Dean. But sometimes it doesn't go on that long. 2 hours is like not really that long. And I don't go more than 2 hours. In fact, I'm supposed to knock off right now. David, I'm 6'2" and 240 pounds, so I have plenty of room. I'll bet. All right. So David, you're in England, right? I have yet to try a. Oh yeah, I was just thinking to myself I should go for a bicycle ride tonight, but then I'm so tired because I was teaching, and this live stream, so I probably won't ride, but probably tomorrow. But I don't think I would eat this before the ride. I'll probably eat this after the ride, which is not good anyway. Where's the drummer? Wait, so who's this Roger Hawkins that I hear about from Firefall? Or maybe he's a drummer. I don't know. Just hold on. Let me just do a search. Oh, he plays with Perry Austin too. Wow. Kim Carnes, sure. G. McCluff. Wow, that's a whole lot of that's a whole lot of portfolio that he has here. He played with Mary McGregor. So wow, he played drums on Torn Between Two Lovers. Nice. He plays with Linda Ronstadt, 1971, with Boskax. Ooh. I remember Roger Hawkins from one of the Firefall albums. I don't know. Maybe it's a different Hawkins. Firefall band. It's George Hawkins. Alright, so yeah, so it's a different Hawkins. I remember seeing some Hawkins somewhere. I thought it was Roger Hawkins, so it's not. It's George Hawkins. My bad. Almost finished. But I think this tastes better if it's hot. You are hungry. No wonder everyone is like quiet. So you guys are all eating, except Dennis. Okay, last bite, and I'm done. So good. Mm? Mm. I wonder how fried alligator tastes like. A chicken? Really? Nice. Go for it, Mike. Flatten the fifth. Oh, so. Really? Taste that chicken? Hmm. What does the slight aftertaste taste like? Bitter? 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 Salty? With a scent? With a, what sort of aftertaste? Oh, really? Wow, Mike. You probably have like alligators all your life. Yeah, Fabian. Fishy. Ah, okay. So that explains it. Dennis, you have a channel up? I'll go search for you. I'll go searching for you. No, this is a Tone Master. So that I don't know whether the guy is still around, you know. So he came on and said that this is a fake, which I didn't take too kindly upon. So this is a Tone Master. So basically, this is not a tube deluxe reverb. This is more like a yeah, their electronic take, the digital take, or the digital clone of a Fender Deluxe. I have a video for it. You know, go take a look. It's not terribly expensive. It's really affordable. Weighs a whole lot lighter than the original Fender Deluxe, which is like crazy. It's a backbreaker. This is easy. Strapping guy like you know, you can just probably lift it with your pinky. And the thing is that it has a attenuator behind, which is not really an attenuator. Like I said before, it's more like a big volume pedal in the back, a big volume knob in the back, where you can kind of like play this at a very comfortable volume, like what I'm doing now in this room. So you don't have to blow it up all the way to like, you know, really loud just to get that edge on the edge sound. I can do it at a very comfortable level. So it's great for recording. And I recorded this countless times, you know, and I think I love it. I love it so much. And what you have is a out at the back, a line out, where you can either have three choices. You can have it as flat, meaning there's no IRs involved, or you can use their built-in IRs. Or there are two IRs, and they're basically like IRs or a capture of this amp being mic'd out with a SM57, and another one being mic'd out by I forgot what is it? It's a what, Audio Technica? Yeah, Audio Technica mic, probably a Revan mic. or something like that, or no, a big diaphragm condenser mic. So you had this choice of 2 IRs or just play it out, which I did because I didn't want to use the IRs on this amp. I went directly into my interface and into my digital audio workstation where I utilize the IR that I like, my own IRs, and it sounded great. It sounds so nice. Oh, like frog legs? I love frog legs, but I don't detect any aftertaste in frogs at all. Daniel M, do I have a favorite pentatonic? Well, the thing is, I actually use pentatonic, but I don't like see it as a get to or go to. I prefer to play it like I tend not to think of it as a scale in the sense of the word, Yeah. Yes, frog legs do taste like chicken if it's sauteed properly. Yeah. David, I bought that bomb guitar a few weeks ago after one of your live stream. Just ordered pieces. I don't know what will happen if I get. Yeah, I can't blame it on me, David. Doesn't matter. Don't really matter. If you are like me, who don't want to deafen your neighbors or your wife or anyone for that matter, and you want an amp that is easy to carry for your gigs or whatever, this is the amp to go to. And buy this version, you can get the black one. They have an update available, or you can ask the shop to update it for you. It sounds different. My first one will be talking about Toman and the stuff, and about my wife, and what she was like. That'd be so cool. Let me know, Dennis. Where's your channel at, and I'll subscribe. Fabian, I have a Tone King. It has that and attenuator, and I love the sound it can produce. Yes, it is. Oh, really? Okay. Have you Is it out yet? The first video? Okay, let me search for it. Okay, where are you? I got you. Okay, just subscribe. You have 15 subscribers right now. Unique cameras for your channel? Get this. Get the Sony. Dude, hold on, let me check it out for you. This is way affordable than the other one, which is the other Sony that I have. This is what this is. Okay, this is ZVE10. Yeah, I get the Sony ZE. It comes in white too, so it's pretty nice. I was looking for the white one, but they didn't have stock for this. So again, Sony Z or ZV-E10. Okay, you won't go wrong with this one. I think Milo has one too, if I'm not mistaken. Right, Milo? You do fine, Dennis. Don't worry. Yeah, I think you do just fine because you got so many things to share. You know, the experiences that you have in life, as well as in music, dude. You're in muscle show, all right? So there's so many things you can share, and you do fine. Don't worry about it. You know, we'll be there to support you. And you're such a funny guy. You know, you probably can do stand-up comedy in a channel too, and people will love it. Oh man. Oh yeah, and give us a tour of your studio. You know, there's so much work been done on that studio of yours. So, and give us a glimpse of your horses that you have. Right? It's so fun. And basically because you're such a nice guy, you know. So, don't worry about it. I think you'll do fine. Okay, where are we? Where are we at now? Okay, just 10 of you guys here. 9 of you guys here. Yeah, I didn't even know how many people are in this live stream. I don't really care. Just got a Brian Eno vibe from that last thing. Brian Eno, man. I just saw a video. You won't believe it. Genesis with Peter Gabriel and a young Phil Collins on drums and Mike Rutherford on guitar. And this is back in 1974 in Midnight Special. Remember the program Midnight Special? Yeah, so they were performing one song, which is like really out of the world. It's like a sort of a musical thing. And Peter Gabriel was all decked out in his makeup and everything, and even wore a mask at one point. So there was a story behind that song, but you know, it's amazing to see Phil Collins at that time, you know, with hair, with a beard, and looking like really a really intense looking musician, into where he is now. You know, he can't even walk now, so he's on a wheelchair. Apparently, he just stopped touring altogether. Yeah. Take your time, Dennis. There's no stress. Don't stress yourself out. You know, you must be enjoying what you do on YouTube. You know, that's the thing. Yeah, if I don't enjoy what I'm doing on YouTube, you know, I probably would not be doing this channel. You know, or be staying in this channel for too long. You know, you just kind of bore me. And I have passion for the things that I do. So with guys like you around, you know, I'm like, wow, I'm so blessed, you know, to have guys like you around, as brothers, you know. So the guitars that I play, you know, I'm so blessed to have this, you know, and I'm so blessed to have my James Tyler and whatever guitars I have, the Harley Bentons, the whatever I have, you know, the Sitje and the Schecters and the PRSs and my Gibsons and my Fenders. I'm just stoked to have that, and it's a wonder that, you know, that I'm still doing what I want to do, that what I love to do. I'm not a good guitar player, you know, I'm not the greatest guitar player, but I just love the guitar so much that I just want to share that love. And above all, I also want to share like how I got this gift. So at the same time, I share about the love of Jesus, you know. So as much as I can, although I'm not doing a whole lot these days. Yeah. You're not even a twinkle in your father's eye. That's so nice way. That's a stellar way to put it, David. Yeah, that's a stellar way to put it. I wasn't even a twinkle in my father's eye in 1974. Dude, I was 14 years old. How old were you, Dennis? You were like 24? Probably around that, right? I'm not too far off. Thank you, Dean. I'm not. I'm just getting by. Oh yeah, Brian Eno is a great rock musician. You know, back in the days where electronic music was like an experimental thing, you know, he was up there. No. And this is not what I'm trying to get at. I mean, what I'm trying to get at is that, you know, I want to encourage Dennis because, you know, he's passionate about the things that he does. You know, he knows so much about studio setup, studio work, you know, even an engineer. And, you know, there's so many things for him to share, which I think is great because a lot of young people need to hear stories like this or need to hear facts like this because we don't get them anymore. The world doesn't have guys like Dennis anymore. You know, he served in the Vietnam War. He was wounded. You know, he has so much things to be grateful for, and there's so many things that he's been through. And the fact that he works in Muscle Show, you know, the amount of talent that he had met and rubbed shoulders with. There's so many stories to tell. I'm from the other end of the world. You know, I'm in Singapore, so you know, it's a different industry altogether. Just because I speak the lingo doesn't mean anything, you know, because I speak English. I was raised speaking English, but my heart, my flesh, and everything is totally Chinese. So the music industry that I work for are Chinese based, so it's a different world altogether. But music is universal. That's a fact. But the way we work and the way you guys work over there is totally different. You know. VCR cam. Oh man, that would be so cool. Yeah, though you have that retro vibe going on. Nice. Cool. Wayne Higgs, first time viewer of your live stream, enjoying it a lot. It's nearly 4 a.m. in Australia. Oh, good lord. Yeah, so you're 2 hours ahead of me. I love the way you interact with the audience and you're playing as a treat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, mate. I have a couple of friends from Australia just 2 weeks ago, I think, from various parts, from Brisbane, Melbourne, and what's the other place? I think, yeah, these 2 places. They're father and sons. I had a great time with them, you know. David K. Dennis is a legend. You'll be lucky to have him with. Oh, yes. You said it, David. John Conger, great stuff. You covered the full spectrum of the music process. Thank you. David K. I will watch every video he puts out. Wonderful guy. Yes, every story Dennis can tell about music will be amazing. Yeah. Definitely. So go for it, Dennis. Okay, guys, I gotta go and play my game. I want to play my war games. No, I just discovered a nice little channel called War Stories. Basically, it's about Second World War. Orange Quest, if you're around, you probably will like it. Yeah, so it's basically a documentary channel which has some new footage that I've never seen before. So it's very interesting, and I subscribe to that channel. So I'm just gonna watch all whatever they have there. They touch on, like, you know, various aspects of the Second World War, which theater, and there is even a video about the fall of Singapore. Yeah, so interesting. It's interesting. I put a 400 mic. Oh wow. I'm waiting for the new COD. Basically, I'm waiting for the Modern Warfare 3, not mistaken, which is gonna be out at October or December or November. I forgot. Yeah, check it out, Orange Quest. You want me the link? You want the link? I'll give you the link. Where am I? Subscription. All right. So subscription. Come on. It's so cool. Dennis, look, I'm on subscription. I'm on my subscription page and I see you. Where is it? Okay, so it's called War Stories, which is not. It's actually more like a documentary. It's relatively a relatively new channel, actually. Dude, where are you? Hold on, Aaron. Okay, got it. Here you go. Okay. What's in a pre-order list? What's on your pre-order list? Tell me, David, what do you have on pre-order? You're gonna tell the story of Leonard Skinner in your place? Cool. Hey, Dennis, anytime you need any advice or help, you know, I'm here, right? Oh, brother, I'm here, right? So it's just too bad that you're not on Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, or else, you know, you can just like talk to me. Oh, you have, okay, you have Modern Warfare 3 on pre-order. You had it on pre-order so fast. I wonder how much is it right now. I'll check later on. I do my gaming on PC, so right now I'm on my Mac. I do all my work on my Mac, and my leisure and my entertainment Yeah, on my PC. Yeah, so hey, dude, if you guys are playing Modern Warfare 3, we should get together and play a couple of games together, co-op. That'd be so cool, right? Yeah. Are you guys on Ghost Recon? Breakpoint? Because I'm playing Ghost Recon Breakpoint now. I'm looking for like 3 more guys to form a squad. PS5? Dang, I'm on PC. Too bad. Okay, Dennis. Well, anytime you need any help, just let me know. All right. PS5. Why don't you get a PC version? Yeah, then we can play together. Okay, I gotta go. This is the second time and third time I'm saying this. So before I go, let me just pray for you guys, if I may. Okay. So I want to congratulate Dennis for stepping up and doing his channel right now. We just pray for him, right? So that he will see this channel through and there'll be no glitches. Well, thank you, Jesus, for tonight. Thank you, Lord, for my brothers and my sisters for attending this live stream. I just pray joy unto them. I also pray that, Lord, that you watch over them and their families. I pray for Dennis, especially as he starts his channel, that, Lord, that you will bless him with your guidance, that you will bless him with the knowledge through your Holy Spirit to know what to do, and that the technical parts of it is all sorted out, that he will pursue this channel with passion, that he will pursue this channel with joy, to be able to share what he wants to share in his heart, Lord. So you bless him, Lord, with the joy that only you can give. And I thank you all. Thank you, Lord, for everyone here, for being such an encouragement and for being such good friends. So I thank you, and I just pray that, Lord, that you continue to let us enjoy this music that you have put into our lives, whichever genre that we are into, guitar playing or any other instruments. Lord, thank you, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Hey, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás? Ah, so you play at church this morning. Okay. Well, it's good to see you, nevertheless. Don't diss the PS5. See, you're trying to make me spend more money. No! I have an Xbox, and I don't play the Xbox no more. The graphics on my PC is like way killer than any PS5. Yeah. You know, I actually wanted to play the game Ghost of Tsushima or whatever, the Ghost, the samurai game, but it's only available on PS. I'm just waiting for the PC version to come out. Such a beautiful looking game, you know. So how did it go, Carlos? How did the service go? Was it good? Nice. The Helix is just, perfect. It's a wonderful platform for the games. I know it's yeah, PS5. I don't know, maybe, but I'm not really used to the controllers. Never had. The only time that I'm comfortable with this is when I'm playing like FIFA, for example, or football games, or those Mortal Kombat or whatever, Street Fighter and all stuff like that. But when when it comes to like playing games like Call of Duty, somehow I just like the way it handles on a PC. Dinan, yeah, it is in a way. It's about 5,000 plus in Singapore money. It's got a great tone. I'm just really happy the way it turned out, because I didn't know that it would turn out this good. And you know what? The sound of this guitar actually changes through time. Yeah, it didn't sound like that when I first got it. So I don't know. It's strange. This is not an acoustic guitar. It's not a Martin, where sound actually changes for the better through age. This kind of like sound different, very different from the first day I got it. The cost of guitar was $1 and an arm, both legs, and probably a heart and a stomach. Wait, let me just give you I'll give you the link, and then you can check how much is it. I think you can probably order it from Paoletti itself, which incidentally I might be taking a trip to Italy next month, so I'm hoping to stop by at their factory or their office, and then take some pictures for you guys. Yeah. Right. So this is the link. You just check it out. You can have it in various colors, but the configuration will stay the same. Yeah, Barrelwood Envy. Oh, that's better than Morning Wood Envy. So how much is it? It's 2007 US. Really? Probably. I think. I don't know. I don't see. Ah, I see. You have a dealer here, so you can check your dealer and where you're from. Like, who was asking about this? Who's asking about this? David. So just put London if you want to. Okay, so dealer would be PMT Romford, Kodar Music, Guitar Village. Yeah, yeah. So you can probably ask them how much is this. I don't actually have the actual price for this, which is kind of weird, but it's probably stated in my video on YouTube. So I think there is, yeah, I think there is a link to my video there on that page. Oh, didn't. Okay, so if you head on to that video, which I'm gonna give you the link right now. So this is the link for that video. All right. What sound is that? Oh, so it's the video is playing. All right, so you can check out, and maybe on that video on the description, there'll be a price for this. Okay, I really gotta go. Okay, I really gotta go, guys. I love you guys. Hope to see you again. Hopefully next week, or maybe not next week, maybe a fortnight from now. But please take care of yourself. Okay, you know who you are. Mike, you know, if you're still here, take care of yourself. I'll be thinking and be praying for you, right? You know, so hang in there. And Dennis, go full steam on your channel. Don't hold nothing back, okay? So don't skim on us, old chap. I went to the website and gave that price when you first got it. Really, the same price? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I let me head up to where they are, hopefully, and let me just talk to them, and then we'll see. Maybe I could get a sort of a code or something like that, you know, so they have some discount. Yeah. All right. Bye. See you. Bye, Dennis. Bye, guys. Bye, Orion. Bye, Milo. Bye, Deanon. Bye, Carlos. Bye, David. Who else is here? That's about it, right? Okay. Bye-bye.